Detroit Lions have traded Tim Patrick, wide receiver, who had 400 receiving yards for the Lions last year, 3 receiving touchdowns. The Jacksonville Jaguars for a 6th-round pick in 2026. I honestly was really impressed with Patrick last year. I think he did something that is really remarkable and hard to do. The 2 past seasons, he was out for the season due to a torn ACL and a torn Achilles. That is really hard to come back from. I mean, we've seen a couple other players in different sports do that, like Klay Thompson did in basketball, but it's still really hard to do. Those are the 2 of the toughest injuries in sports, and he had both of them in 2 years and came back last year, had 400 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns with the Lions, and was a part of one of the best offenses in football as the wide receiver 3 in Detroit. And so I'm excited to see what he can do in Jacksonville. Now, I will say the Jacksonville depth at the wide receiver is really lengthy, and it might be hard for him to be in the top 3 in the wide receiver room in Jacksonville because they've got Travis Hunter, they've got Brian Thomas, but also remember, they just signed Donnie Brown from Washington. They also have Parker Washington. So with them having those 2 other guys outside of Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, he could be wide receiver 4 and wide receiver 5 in the depth chart, but the biggest winner of that whole thing is Trevor Lawrence, because that just ups his arsenal of having 5 good wide receivers in his depth chart. So, yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments.